Hello everyone, it's me Gweekles and welcome to my video. Today I would like to talk a little bit about boosting your art esteem or your self-esteem in general. I'm going to be doing a 3-color challenge using the Copa colors for April. I know I'm really late, but because of some self-esteem issues and other things that have come up, I was a little late on that, but better late than never. This is the final page of my sketchbook, and I figured I'd use them. But anyways, so like anyone else, we all struggle with self-esteem issues, and as artists, that can greatly affect how we approach our art. Now, I want to point out, obviously, this is from my perspective sort of deal, so this does not mean that this is law, anything I'm saying. This is just how things have been applied to me and what's been going on with me lately, and ways that I've been trying to help myself, and I figured I would share them with you. But anyways, so a lot of artists, no matter how successful or good they are, at some point or another, probably have dealt with some art esteem issues, and we've all been in that area where we're wondering, am I good enough? Will I ever be good enough to do the kind of artwork I want to do, to be at the level that I want to be? And you know, sometimes it can really get in the way of just making any art at all, which is kind of a big pain in the butt, especially if you have a lot to get done and you have dreams and aspirations, and then nothing may get done in the meantime, which will further only make you more upset. This is just how it goes for me. So you tend to go down a slippery slope. Now, if things become exceedingly overpowering and just really unhealthy for you, I really suggest going to talk with a counselor. There's no shame in it. I go speak with a counselor. I try hypnotism. I am on medication. There are so many things that I'm doing to try and get healthy again. So there's absolutely no shame in going out and getting whatever sort of help you need to get, despite your circumstances and whatever they may be. That being said, I think it is really important to always remember to not compare yourself to other people. I know it's really hard. Now, when Mermaid came about, I had set a goal for myself, and that was to practice doing digital art, because I need to get better at it, because I'd like to dive into, the art profession, and art these days really requires that you be really good at digital art, even though traditional is kind of like my go-to. So I kind of set an unrealistic expectation of myself, and I sat there day in and day out trying to make pieces and watched everyone else make these really good pieces and then tear myself apart. It's really important that you don't do this. And I know this is going to sound hard, but if you need to, maybe stay off of social media for a little while. Maybe just stay away from all of that and kind of just go back to your roots and what makes you happy. I found that doing daily doodles, even if it's just a sketch, even if it's not good, and just doing something, accomplishing something that has to do with art, makes me feel better. So I've found that it is way easier if I just at least am practicing, so I could say that I practiced, and go to something that is nice and easy for you, something that doesn't require any pressure. For me, it could be monsters. For me, it could be Pokemon, whatever the deal may be. And remember, your sketchbook is a place for you to practice and get better and learn. So don't worry about it. Remove yourself from the situation in which you need to think that all of the art you're making needs to be sold. Everything that you post needs to be perfect. Remember what Jake Parker said, you just have to finish things, not make it perfect. Our ideas of perfect are constantly changing. Now, Another thing I've done is tried to read books, but another thing that's been really helping me is meditation. And it really helps, I know, to stop and try and practice to clear your mind for a little bit, even if you're just doing some breathing exercises. There's this really cool app that Ryan Reynolds actually shared recently as he came out with anxiety, that he uses Headspace. I've been using it, this isn't a sponsored video, for a little while now, and I've noticed that just practicing the meditations or going through the hypnosis videos that I have and recording have really helped me. Another thing that I realized while reflecting, which meditation helps you do, just simply taking that time to sit and breathe and reflect and think about different things and kind of take a step back away from what's happening and observe it, your feelings and your emotions and what's happening. And you get to see that, wow, maybe I shouldn't be so worried about getting off my anxiety medications or my sleeping medications just because I feel a pressure that I need to from a certain family member, or I feel less than. Because if this is something that's helping me, then maybe I should do that. Now, when it comes to art, we need to remember that our idea of perfection and where we need to be is going to constantly be changing. What we need to remember, and I've said this before and I'll say it again and I'll continue saying it, is we need to remember that we're doing art because it makes us happy. It's supposed to make us happy and that we enjoy doing it. And we're constantly on a search to find new and exciting ways to create and share our work with other people. So I've really cracked down on trying not to look at the numbers of likes or my followers or anything, even if I've put in a lot of time into a piece, because I found that the more that I pay attention, and this is circling back to other people's perception and looking for other people's approval or attention, and it's damaging to our self-esteem. You need to love yourself, and that's what I realized that I really need to work on, is my self-love. Maybe it could be something else for you, but what's important here is that we love what we're doing and that we love working on art again. And if you're not loving what you're doing, then everything else needs to take a back seat, and you need to focus on you. You need to be selfish. It's time to be selfish, and it's time to worry about what's best for you and what you enjoy out of art and why you started it in the first place. And really nothing else. Everything else can wait. They say, you only live once and life is fleeting and all that other stuff, but we really can't enjoy it if we're not thinking of ourselves and we're not happy doing it. So I hope this was a little bit helpful and just not too out of bounds or out of the ordinary, but I wanted to be honest with you, as I always am as I share things with you. Obviously, this piece holds true to a couple of emotions that I've been feeling lately, especially involving, my personal life. And that's another thing. Use your art as an outlet. And you'll find that you might create some amazing pieces for what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Use your art as your outlet for what you're feeling and try and convey that. And it may not come out perfect the first time, but you could always do it again. And remember, if you're just not feeling up for it that day, that's okay to take a break. And even if you just get a little sketch of a Pokemon or something simple, something that doesn't cause you stress or strife or grief, something that's not going to bother you, then don't worry about it. You need to take care of yourself first and foremost. And if using your art can help you do that, then use that to your advantage. Remember, art is supposed to make you happy. Art is supposed to be the constant and be there for you. And your real friends and fellow artists will always understand, and they will always be there for you to support you. I'd really appreciate if everyone else in the comment section could reach out and share other things that they've done to help them with their art esteem and anything else that you can offer as help or assistance. Like I offer the app Headspace. Rainy mood is great. And then just doing little doodles for you, silly little things that just make you happy. Anything to get you back into your happy, safe space. I hope you guys found this video somewhat helpful. I hope it wasn't too sad or anything. Just some things I'm going through, and I like to be honest and open and personable with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please reach out to each other in the comments down below, and I would love to hear from you, your thoughts and your feelings on your self-esteem and your art self-esteem. Be sweet to each other. Be sweet to yourself. Have a wonderful time arting, and don't forget why you're doing this. Be happy, you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.